this radio interview where we'll be sharing about our company vision, our company mission, and our core values. So here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, our vision is to be the best place to work, buy, and sell real estate in California. So how do we do that? Right? What does it mean? What does it mean to be the best place to work, buy, and sell real estate? And plus, who decide? Who define that a company is the best place to work? Who define that a real estate company is the best place to buy and sell real estate? Who define? It's you. It's the clients, the people that work in the company is the one who define that this is the best place to work, right? So at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we actually offer Fortune 500 companies benefits to each one of our staff team members. Have full access to vision, dental, health insurance, 100% covered, life, disability, and there's a whole bunch of other benefits, including wellness programs. I'm really excited for that. We just launched that this year for exclusive for our staff team members, because we want to make sure, right? How do we make sure at the end of the day, how do we serve the clients? How do we deliver happy clients? That's the ultimate goal. Serving the clients, serving the buyers and sellers. Well, it starts with the people. If the people who work in the company, if they're not happy, then naturally it's not going to be delivering that high level of service. So it starts with the people. So that's why we are very intentional to always focus on the internal customers. The internal customer is the people who work in the company, right? So that's why it's called the best place to work. That's the first line. We're really intentional to be the best place to work, because only when our company be the best place to work, then we can deliver that high level of service to you, to the customers, to the outside world. So the customer service come from within, from the inside out, right? So that's the first best place to work. And then the second place is the best place to buy and sell real estate. So most real estate agents, when you are buying a house, when you're buying a home, when you are a real estate agent watching this, you know, most real estate agents just emailing homes. Think about it. If you're a real estate agent watching this, what if the customers, what if the buyers know the truth about you? When I say that, I meant you, the real estate agents are only emailing homes to the buyers, homes that the buyers themselves already seen online, right? As technology becoming more and more and more advanced now, the moment the house becoming available on the MLS, it gets syndicated to over all the end user websites. What it means is that the buyers, they don't need you, real estate agents, to find them homes. If all you do, just emailing homes that the buyers can just go online and see it. In fact, the customer can see the home faster than you before you email them. So we are very intentional about to make Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty be the best place to buy and sell real estate. Then we are empowering each one of our team members, the agent that work in our company, to make sure they know how to set, negotiate, and collect their own buyer's broker fee. So we are not relying on the MLS. So that means, imagine, what if you're a real estate agent watching this, what if you are able to show all homes that meet your buyer's criteria, including for sale by owners, homes as previously listed, new homes, new constructions, homes that the customers cannot see online. Now you are adding value to that transaction, right? So that's basically the approach. So our vision at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty is to be the best place to work, buy, and sell real estate. Now, how do we do that? And that become our mission. Our mission is to help you achieve your heart's desires. What does it mean? Our mission is to get you what you want. Our mission is to help you achieve your heart desires. So, for example, when you are buying and selling a home, so for our real estate agents, right? We are the only real estate company that help real estate agents help you to build your own real estate sales team. The reason we can do that is because since 2007, I started 2007 building Team New Vision. Every single year, Team New Vision sold between 500 to 600 homes, and not a single person in our team do any prospecting, cold calling, door knocking. So when we talk about a team, we are talking about each individual person has a specific role in the transaction, and that is revolutionary because no one is doing it, right? Typically, the real estate team, they ask their members to do prospecting, and then the team leaders take it. Or the brokerage, the broker asks the agent to do prospecting. So what's the value in that? So what we are doing now, so since 2007, Team New Vision has been we sold over 5,000 homes, and not a single person do any prospecting, cold calling. And what's more important than selling 5,000 homes is that when you go to Zillow, when you go online, there is no other company, there is no other teams that has more 5-star endorsements than our team. We have close to 1,000 5-star reviews from all of our clients. When you go to our YouTube channel, over 2,000 endorsements from our clients. So that's what we are replicating now. So if you're a real estate agent watching this, if you're a top producing real estate agent watching this, you know there gotta be the next evolution by 2020 is through the team system. As technology becoming more and more advanced, you gotta build a real team, not just a group of people independently work together. That's not a team. That's just, that's just a group of people hanging out. So when we talk of team, I'm talking about each individual person have a specific role in the transaction. I want to partner up with you. I want to partner up with you for you to grow and develop your own team. So imagine basically you are just copying our system, and let's say your name is John Doe, right? So John Doe Century 21, John Doe Remax, John Doe Coldwell Banker, John Doe, I don't know, whatever else, EXP Realty. Which one do you think, just by the name? I'm not even talking about our system, I'm not even talking about our home selling system, I'm just talking about the name. Which one do you think is going to grow your business? Which one do you think the owner of the house is going to call to interview to hire? John Doe Century 21, John Doe Remax, John Doe EXP Realty, or John Doe Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty? It's just by the name, right? So I want to partner up with you to grow and develop your own real estate sales team. It's your business, it's your team, it's all about you, it's all branded to you. So our company, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, is just the engine behind that's powering your team. Imagine your team growing from selling 20 homes to 50 homes to 100 homes to 500 homes a year without your involvement. And that's basically what we are licensing to you, right? And this is not ideas, this is what my team and I have been doing since 2007 and still doing till today, right? So some of you is in a brokerage and your own broker actually actively selling. If they're actively selling, do they actually share the system with you, right? So that's basically what we're doing. You actually gotta sit side by side with my team, and together we're gonna grow it. And because that's the future of real estate, we actually creating our own. We are creating our own MLS system. So imagine right now in my team we have about 52,000 buyers in our database. We have 52,000 buyers in our database. So when every time you have a listing, the listing already sold because we already have the buyers, right? So that's basically the future. And this radio show, I'll be sharing with them about that. We call it the real estate office of the future.
Talks Money. We're here live at the studios of KCAA Radio, which is AM 1050, FM 102.3 FM, and also 106.5 FM, and part of the CNBC Financial News Network and the NBC Network, the Sports Network. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate having you here. We're trying something new with the live stream, but I'm very excited to have a couple of fabulous guests who are going to be talking to us about the real estate market and what's going on currently, and also about teamwork and about building your business. But first, I do want to mention just a couple things, and we will be addressing them here. Everybody's been talking this week about the big news we're all hearing, which is the federal funds rate dropping, and the Federal Reserve rate. I've had, I don't know how many people come up to me saying, oh, this is great, now I can refinance my house, right? And, maybe I can get that 2.9% mortgage. Or somebody's been calling me saying they can get me a 3% mortgage. What do you think, Julie? And this is a good time? We're definitely going to be talking about that. I'm going to get the opinion and the views of my guests on that as well. But definitely what's going on in the world and what we hear about on the news impacts our daily lives, and especially how we're thinking about and looking at money, looking at property, and we talk about that every week. Yes, there's a definite bent towards real estate, but that's because I'm a firm believer in real estate being a great way to build your portfolios and making money. We talk about the California lifestyle. The goal of the show, Julie Talks Money, and any of the guests that we have on here, any of the topics, is so that you can make more money, grow your income, keep your income, and then protect it. Those are our four main goals here, and anything that we're talking about, we want you to actually grow your piggy bank. We'll have a bigger one here. And this year is the year of the pig, I believe, right? Asian thing. So I would love to introduce my first guest, and he is Rudy Kusuma. He is somebody that I am very fortunate to have met and to feel is on my team. Rudy is one of his company, Your Home Sold Guaranteed, is one of the Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies. He's written several books on success, and he's created a concept called second mile service. He also has been one of the top RE/MAX agents in the country for a couple of years, and I think it was 600 homes he sold last year, and also is the number 5 broker in the country for RE/MAX and number 8 worldwide, which are pretty impressive statistics when you think about how many agents and brokers are out there and how many people are looking to sell. That's really something, Rudy. So I want to talk, if you don't mind, first of all, tell us a little bit about what you have done with your brokerage, and what Your Home Sold is Guaranteed is all about. How did you get such incredible success?
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here. So we at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, Julie, we redefine the job of a real estate agent. Traditionally, as you know, real estate agents is a one-man show, doing everything all by themselves, doing the prospecting, cold calling, processing all the paperwork. So, and when I first got in business in 2007, I realized that's a big problem. Because
I'm like a lone wolf kind of person, right?
Yes, right. I'm doing everything by myself, working 7 days a week, 20 hours a day, and at the end of the day, my clients get a subpar, less than inferior service, right? So I was like, there gotta be a better way. So that's when we redefine the job of a real estate agent to focus on each individual person has a specific role in that transaction instead of juggling all the balls, just like any traditional business. When in a traditional business, each one has a role. So that's all we are doing here at the at Your Home Sold Guaranteed, and the result speak by itself. Over the past 5 years, we literally have thousands. It's over we have over 5,000 families in the sale of their home, and not a single person do any prospecting, cold calling, door knocking, and not a single agent, Julie, not a single person. And we have the highest number of 5-star reviews as published online, on Zillow. We have over 2,000 endorsements from clients on YouTube. So that's, at the end of the day, what's best for the clients.
Good. I've seen that, and I'm just kind of amazed. What do you see? Because we were talking, I mentioned briefly, what's going on with the interest rates, but what do you see with all your things and your people, your team that are out there? Because I know you're still got your finger on the pulse of a lot of things. What are you experiencing as far as the market? You know, are the values of the properties going up, or the inventory going up, or is it going down? Are there more homes sold, or are there more days on the market? What's happening?
Yes, yeah. So there's a lot of homes. The number of inventories is shooting up. There's a lot of active unsold homes in the market now. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of unsold home in the market. The number of days getting longer and longer. So that's why here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we focus on the fact that we have 52,000 buyers in our database. So when the owner of the house trying to hire us to get the home sold, we already have the buyers. But yes, in traditional model now, there's way more unsold properties. It takes longer to sell. That's what's going on the street.
Okay, are the values or the prices coming down at all?
It's that's the trend. It's trending either stagnant or it's trending downwards. Yes, because of there's so many, it's all supply and demand, right? There's so many more supply of homes, and the buyers is it's a bit timid now. So that's why we can see there's a downward pressure as far as the housing price.
Well, that could be a great buying opportunity for a lot of people, right?
Yes, and I think that's yes, it's going to continue. The trend is going to continue that way, I think, as we launch into 2020.
Interesting. You know, I know you've got your finger on the pulse of Sacramento too, and you know, there's the Association of Realtors or other things. I obviously am always looking at Forbes or the money reports. You probably are too, and you know, you see so many different opinions. So everybody wants to know, and I always like to go to a source and as an expert. And actually, I'm right there in the field, you know, seeing what's happening with the market.
Yeah. I'll be flying. I'll be going to Sacramento next month, speaking to two mastermind with a group of top real estate agents in the area. As the market changing, as we see now, from the real estate agents' perspective, they're always looking for an alternative because it takes longer for the homes to get sold. So they're looking at us, our team. Our team ranked as the #1 team in California this year. So what happened is that I got invited to speak in in a mastermind group in Sacramento, how to redefine helping real estate agents to build their own teams.
Now, explain a little bit about that, because, you know, if there's so many other agents who are out there that are, as you said, you know, kind of going out there, they're trying to do everything themselves. They're buying agents, they're selling agents, or they're doing the transactions, or they're door knocking, or they are whatever. How do you, excuse me, how do you split that up with your team members? And what's different about your model? Obviously, you've got the buyers in the database.
Yes.
Who's found those buyers?
Yes. So imagine.
Who contacts them?
Yes. So imagine here in our with our team model, each individual person has a specific role. So, for example, our marketing department, before the owner of the house, before you call me to sell your home, our marketing team, we already generate over 2,000 incoming calls every single month of prospective buyers looking to buy. That's all we do. And we do it through radio, billboards, direct mail, social media, and that's been going on for the past 10 years. And then our administrative staff team input that into our database, and our inside sales team check the timing and motivation to make sure that each one of those buyers ready, willing, and able to qualify to buy now.
Are those all different team members, different agents?
Those are our staff team. So we have 10 inside sales teams, 10 sales team members that full-time job from Monday to Sunday, 7 days a week, from 8 in the morning till 9 in the evening. Call them back, checking motivation. Imagine this, Julie. Imagine you are thinking of selling your home. The traditional model, you open your house and you are hoping the buyers come in, take a look at your home.
Right.
The way our team system doing it here is that when you hire our team with the team model is that instead of opening up your home for 3, 4, 5 hours and hoping buyers going to come in, we actually bringing a ready, willing, and able buyers in less than 15 minutes window of time to create multiple offers for your home.
That's pretty amazing. It really is. Now, we've talked a lot about team building, you and I, and one of the things that impressed me so much when I saw you couple of weeks ago at a breakfast, the Chamber of Commerce breakfast. It was amazing. You were talking about another one of your concepts that actually goes with business building and team building, and how you also can set yourself apart, and that was the second mile service. Can you tell us a little bit about that and that philosophy?
Yeah, so one of our core values is second mile service. Now, but before we talk about the second mile service, Julie, we got to focus on that. There is only a second mile if there's a first mile. Right? And so most real estate agents, we got to understand what is the first mile. When the owner of the house, when the consumers hire us to get the home sold, the first mile is to get the job done.
That's what they expect, sure.
That's the first mile. That's expected, right? That's our job description, getting it done. Now, the second mile service, for example, if the buyer's looking to buy homes, in addition to homes that they can see online, our team, each real estate agent in my company, Julie, will show you homes every day, including homes that you cannot see online, including for sale by owners, homes that's previously listed, new homes, new construction, foreclosure, homes that's in default. Imagine this. I talk to real estate agents all the time, and I always ask real estate agents in front of a conference, imagine what if the owner of the house, what if the buyers know the truth about you? And when I say that, I'm talking about that all you, as a real estate agents, all you do is just emailing homes that the buyers can see online. So here at the Real Estate Office of the Future, we are equipping and empowering real estate agents, so when the consumers working with you, real estate agents can show homes that match the criteria, including homes that they cannot see online.
Well, and as an investor, myself and a lot of the people who listen to the show who are investors, that would be hugely valuable too, because we're always looking for the ones that are not online, right? And not on the MLS,
Yes.
and not that I can just do a search and find it, or I can sign up with any other agent
Yes.
and automatically they're going to put me in and I'll
Yes.
get stuff. But you guys have a much more personalized thing. Can you hold on? We have to take a little bit of a break here. So this is Julie Talks Money, listening to us on KCAA. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us. I've got my guest today in the studio, Rudy Kusuma from Your Home Sold Guaranteed. We've been talking about his philosophy of second mile service a little bit, and also team building. Obviously, he's got a whole different philosophy for the team that he has as his brokerage, but also he believes really strongly in teams working together to create the second mile service, not just the individual. And also we're going to be doing, I'm very pleased that he actually asked us to join him in a digital summit, marketing summit, where we're going to be helping people to understand how they can empower a bunch of their other team peoples, because you know everything in business is a team sport, right? Real estate, we always say, is a team sport, and investing is a team sport. Anything else, really, if you think about it, whether it's a retailer or even a gas station, they need to have a whole bunch of people on it. So we'll be talking about that August 16th. And if somebody's interested, it's free, right? So if somebody wanted to attend, they can call your office, right?
Yes, definitely. I like to partner up with businesses in the area, Julie, because then together this is how we're going to grow. Think about it. Every time, each real estate transaction, it involves a lot of other businesses. We are the flower shop, the insurance agents, the attorneys, the home cleaners, the
Title company,
escrow. There's a lot of businesses involved.
And a mortgage person, and we're going to have somebody else later in the show talking about that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Julie, talking about the second mile service, imagine, and you mentioned about investors group. Imagine this. Imagine having access to homes that is 30 days late on the mortgage. Do you think you'll have value on that? Imagine this. You have access to homes, and the homeowners have to sell their home. And the reason they have to sell their home is because they are 30 days late on their mortgage payments, or they are 60 days late on their mortgage payments. What about this? What if you're thinking of buying a home, and I show you homes that the owner of the house, they bought a home 3, 4, 5 years ago at a high interest rate, and now their FICO score is low, so they couldn't refinance their home, and they have to sell their home. What if you're thinking of buying a home, and I give you access to homes? I'm showing you homes that match your criteria, and they're multiple.
Or rental properties too, right?
Rental properties,
Something
yes.
we want to hold for rental. That's super valuable, because I know a bunch of people who look for those, but they have to pay for that information.
Yeah.
As opposed to going to you, where they could get it just as being, engaging your company, right? And one of your agents.
Yes, because the real estate agents in my company, because they don't need to do any more prospecting, cold calling, door knocking, because they only do one thing. The agent in my company, they only servicing the clients and attending training. That's it. So when we talk about servicing the clients, I'm talking about beyond just becoming a Mr. Nice Guy. I'm talking about adding real value. Right? And
Absolutely.
we talk about, if you are the buyers, we are showing you homes that match your criteria that you cannot see online. So I'm really, like the 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, the HOA liens, those are all non-public information. Like this is before notice of default. Because by the time the home has notice of default, it becomes a public knowledge.
Right.
But what if I can give you access to those homes that match your criteria before the whole world knows about it? And that's basically what we do every day.
Amazing. Yeah, I did want to mention, by the way, if somebody wanted to go to the summit, that they can call your office and reserve a spot. That's at 626-789-0159.
Yes, let's talk about that, Julie. Like what? So at the digital, we call it
the Digital Marketing Summit.
Digital Marketing Summit. So that's gonna be that's the future of any business. I think it's a domination online. We talk about the business principle. We don't believe in competition. It's domination. Like how do you dominate the marketplace, right? So the Digital Marketing Summit will focus on market domination and how we leverage radio and everything that's already going on in your business to dominate competition. Who says competition is competition is not healthy? Right, you gotta dominate. When I talk about domination, Julie, I'm not talking about dominating other people. I'm talking about whatever business you're on. If the consumers, if the client's thinking of engage, so for example, in my business, if people are thinking of buying or selling a home, how do you make sure you are actually on the top of the mind? Awareness. So we talk about domination.
But you're also talking about how do you empower other team members and have that give and take and that go back and forth, because if somebody else is like me bringing you in or you bringing me in or talking about me on your social media, you know, that's powerful, right? And if you have the other people, whether you're talking about the title companies, escrow companies, mortgage people, stagers, and you are talking about them being one of your team members, and the next thing you know that everything from their digital media or social media to yours to their, everything gets expanding like huge branches of a tree, right? And it just goes out there from just one partnership, right? Or one team member or one radio show or one Facebook post, something like that. Right?
So if you're an insurance agent, for example, Julie, I'm going to give you access to my over 52,000 buyers database. I'm not going to I'm not going to give you my database, but I'm going to give you access to that. Like what's the value having access to that? And I'm just one. Imagine at our Digital Marketing Summit, we're going to have many other businesses that we're going to tap into each other database. So it's going to be powerful.
And you'll be teaching how to do that for free.
Yes, we've been doing that. We've been doing that since 2007. And actually our company, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we focus now on helping other people to build their own real estate sales team.
And it's not just that, but other businesses too. Like you said, if you think about it really, a real estate agent, we've talked about this, right? A real estate agent truly is responsible for a ton of business for other people, right? Including stagers, and it could be even the florist, or you know, obviously they're going to be maybe baking cookies for that smell at an open house. Mortgage people, title people, insurance people, and you help them increase their revenue, right?
Yes.
It's got to be, and it should be a two-way street, right? But the way to do that is to empower them also, right? To work to well, and your whole thing basically was part of a team. Yes. Part of a team. You know, it kind of goes back and forth. Yes. Right.
Imagine imagine we mobilize the whole community. The whole community is to support your business. That's basically what we are talking about. We are talking about your community supporting your business, and that's the main focus on that digital summit. I'll be sharing my personal story. Imagine, and you met my local community are supporting our business, and that's happening every day since 2007.
You are a huge community supporter, I know, you know, in the San Gabriel, Rosemead area and the market, and everybody knows you. At the same time, you have given a whole heck of a lot back to the community. Yes. I know that you have and believe strongly in that, and I think that that's a super important thing too.
Yes, and we want to duplicate that in in many different communities throughout California.
And grow it further, right?
Yes.
For the idea of it.
Yes.
We talked about that, and it's going to be something else that will be also at the Digital Marketing Summit, of how somebody who has a retail store can not necessarily compete with Amazon, but bring a special strength because they are with the community, right? And now we can show them how they can grow their business exponentially.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So if what you do, if the machine can do what you do, then you will be replaced. So
That's true.
And the same thing you mentioned about retail store. If all you do, you are just an order taker, then the machine will replace you. But there is a lot of niche. For example, in real estate, if the real estate agent is only taking orders from the buyers found the home online and they're just writing an offer, then there's a downwards. That's why you notice in the last decade, there's a downward pressure in real estate agents' income. Because it's just an order takers. What we teach here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we are teaching real estate agents to add value to that transaction, so they become relevant in the transaction in technology age. Same thing with the retail stores. The retail store can do well if they provide something of value, something that's of customized to the people in the community. But if all you do, you are just an order taker, then I just go to Amazon. It's faster.
That's true. Yeah.
So we talk about adding
different.
value, something different and unique. That's what we talk about in our company. How can
That's
we
the
add
second mile too, right?
Yes, and that's a natural. Like, how can we add something that's unique and exclusive and different for that relationship? Because if we cannot add something that's exclusive and different, then we're just a commodity. If you're a commodity, then you'll be replaced.
And as you were saying, with the first mile service, you expect that somebody's going to do the transaction, somebody's going to sell, somebody's going to be the order taker. That's essentially it, right?
Yeah, that's expected. That's the first mile. Right? If I go to a dentist, then I expect the dentist to fix my tooth and I walk away from that alive. So that's the first mile. So I'm not going to, so if you do good on your first mile, you will earn a 5-star reviews. If you are a restaurant, I go to your restaurant, you give me a good food, then that's expected. I'm going to go to Yelp, I'm going to review, okay, this is, I'm just going to talk about how good the restaurant is, but I will not send my family and friends to you, right? I will not grow it. That's so the way we grow a business, in any business, in our company, we call it the 3 R's. The number of 5-star reviews, the number of repeat business, and the number of referrals. So the number of 5-star reviews, you will earn the 5-star reviews through completing the first mile, what you're being hired to do. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get repeat business and referrals. Now you have to go through the second mile. The second mile is doing something that's above and beyond that no one else can offer. Once we accomplish the second mile, now that's how we grow the referrals and the repeat business.
Yeah, and I am one of those people that definitely goes to Yelp when I'm going to look up a restaurant, right? Or, most of us do that these days. We look up on Yelp, we're going to look and see how many reviews. Doctors, physicians, because you can rate anything and you can look up the reviews that people have had on whatever or whoever or any other business. And if they say, okay, for a florist shop, you mentioned that, right? Oh, they did a nice job with the bouquet and stuff. But what about, oh, they did a fabulous job for my daughter's wedding. Now that's something else, or they really, I don't know, they threw in something extra, or they were there and everything was fresh. Whatever it might be that goes up and beyond, those are the kind of people that you and I are probably going to go to and say, hey, I might check them out, right? Instead of the other person who just is like, oh yeah, they had nice flowers.
Just like your radio show, right? There's you are not just giving advice to equip and empowering your listeners, but you actually putting together a live event, the Digital Marketing Summit. You actually is going to make sure your listeners can actually make real impact in the real community. Like, you're going to meet face to face and equipping and empowering people, encouraging your listeners to make sure they have real results, not just listening.
Exactly. I'm so glad you mentioned that.
But that
is the goal of it, and that's what we want to do, definitely. And really totally believe that right now, as you said, billboards have been around forever, right? Radio's been around forever, all these other things, magazines, people used to market it. But right now, radio is very different from what it used to be in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s when you had the DJs. Anything before the internet, radio was a very different thing. Now, anything that's on the radio lives forever, right? You know?
Yep.
And like now, we've got it on Facebook, and we can put it on YouTube. We can have a podcast or a rebroadcast, which KCAA does, and you can go to the website, kcaa.radio.com, you know, if you wanted to see that. People can post a link. You will probably put that on your show, on your website. Anybody that I've had as a guest can put it on their website or their blog or whatever, or even a link to it if they have a review. Yes. And now the power of radio has just exponentially expanded from what it used to be.
Yes, this is called domination. What you are doing now this is called market domination. In the past, it's a one-to-one. So the problem with real estate agents, the reason their business is always struggling, or any small businesses, because they don't take advantage of the power of leverage. There is no leverage in a one-on-one interaction. So when we are here on the radio, this is like 1 to a million leverage. Like I'm here now, but right now we are speaking to literally thousands of people, and we talk about the power of repurpose, remarketing, retarget, repurpose, and that's basically infinite. And that's the future of not just real estate. This is the future of any business. If you're going to grow, you are not confined to the limit of the physical space, because we're in a digital economy. Right?
And if you want to set yourself apart and be different, and not necessarily have to sit there and do your social media on your Instagram or your Facebook and typing everything, which again is like you doing everything, you can utilize one platform, and then all of a sudden it can grow. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. We have to take another break. When we come back here after the station break, I'm going to be having a guest, Benson Pang. We're going to talk with him, who is another one of your team members. Stay tuned. And this is back at Julie Talks Money. Thanks so much for joining us today. So, I'm here in the studio with Rudy Kusuma from Your Home Sold Guaranteed. And now I want to introduce you to another special guest named Benson Pang. Hi, Benson.
Hi, Julie.
Benson works with Rudy and has worked with lots of other people, including investors. He is a specialist in mortgages and financing for home purchases as well as refinance. So I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Rudy at the beginning. What do you see is happening, or what do you expect might happen? Or are you getting the same people asking you questions about, oh my God, you know, the news of the rate cuts, you know, does that mean that I can drop my mortgage?
Every day. They ask me, hey, the feds are going to cut rate by quarter, by half. What do you think is the rate's going to drop in the future? And I always tell them, no. You know what? They are announcing the Fed cut rate now, but usually in the mortgage industry, we already anticipated that, so we actually already priced that in 30 days ago.
Really interesting, because you knew the economics beforehand, closer in. So what also would be the effect? I mean, if you are going to be getting that kind of a rate, if there is a lower rate, the lowest rate possible, how is it hard to qualify for it? Is that a 30-year fixed rate?
So the lowest rate people are always getting, like I have clients getting in the mail like 2.99. So I'm sure you.
But a friend of mine.
the friend of yours also said that, right? So you got to read the letter. You got to read the fine print. That asterisk, that's something that you have to look out for. Is it a 2.99 30-year fix? What FICO do you need? And then how many points do you have to buy down? So a lot of times you just got to watch out for little things like that.
So if somebody was going to get that, you know, what kind of credit score would they have to have?
They got to have a 20 credit score, you know, a low loan-to-value ratio, meaning you have to have a lot of equity, and you have to have good income, and it's probably a 5-year fix.
And then what, adjusting after that?
And adjusting after that.
So it's really a come-on and a teaser.
Yeah, it's a teaser. They want you to call in.
So that they can do something else with it. And how many points would you have to pay maybe to get that rate?
I've seen one as high as 3 points.
That's pretty high, pretty significant.
Yeah, for a $400,000 mortgage, you're probably looking at $12,000 just to buy the points down, not including closing costs.
Yeah, that can be pretty expensive. So I know that you work with Rudy a lot on home purchases and refinance. You know, I think I've told you before I was in mortgages, so I kind of understand that. I don't want to get wonky on all the information and stuff. And I like the refis. I used to do a lot of the refis and stuff, not too much in the purchases, because I think that's a more specialized thing. And you work with Rudy. He mentioned all these different people who are already qualified or pre-qualified. So have you guys worked together for a long time?
Rudy and I have been working for, 2 years? 2 years now? Going on 3 years. And I've been doing mortgage for 7 years. And, you know, the last few years we see a big change in the industry where there's an influx of cash buyers, right? Cash
Oh, yeah,
buyers coming
definitely.
in, you know, you're competing with, a house can have like 12 offers and 9 can be cash offers.
Mhm.
And how are you with a loan going to compete with the cash offers?
Mhm.
So, and guess what? 90% of the clients are going to be getting a loan. So Rudy wants to find a way to help these clients compete with the cash offers. And that's what we are here to help him do that.
Okay, and when he presents somebody to a seller, like you mentioned before, he has this database and these people are already pre-qualified. So have you gone through scenarios with them? Have you gone through their income and some of the documentation?
Oh yes. So when we get a client from Rudy, we sit them down, talk to them about what they're comfortable with paying, right? Then after that, we get all their documents, and we instead of just getting a pre-approval or pre-qualification done, we actually take the next step and submit it to an underwriter. Have an underwriter who is on staff to review their documents and their qualification. So when they actually get into escrow, they're just like all the cash buyers, you know.
So when you say an underwriter, are you on staff with a lender or?
We're a mortgage broker, and we work with multiple lenders, and we have lenders that have a staff ready for us to send in the loan to get a review. So we have multiple, not only just one lender, but multiple lenders that support this operation.
So when Rudy has somebody who's selling a house and they want to bring buyers, and they say, okay, we've got a database of however many thousands of buyers, and you could say, well, I've already got 1,000 or 500 or 200 or whatever pre-approved, as opposed to the one by one, right?
Right, not only
That people
pre-approved,
find
they're as good as cash. They're basically, they already gone through the underwriting process, they're ready to buy. It's just like cash.
I read an article recently, too, that said that there's fewer and fewer cash buyers all the time, and now cash is not necessarily king. Are you seeing that, or would you agree with that?
You know what? It depends on the neighborhood. In San Gabriel Valley, it's still so strong. You still need to do all your homework up front, get yourself pre-approved or underwritten, and then you still have to compete with the cash buyers out there.
Or maybe there's fewer $1 million cash buyers.
Fewer people who just want to buy a house and sit on it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, you work with investors also, right? So what kind of loans do you do for purchasers and investors? Do you do FHA? Do you do conventional Fannie and Freddie loans? Do you do rehab loans?
Since we are a mortgage broker, we set a mission that everyone should qualify for a loan. Obviously, if you are severely under in your liabilities, we have a separate talk about that. But if you are out there buying a house, we have a program for you. From conventional loan to FHA, VA loans, that's what everyone offers, right? But for us, we go above and beyond and say, hey, you know what? You're a business owner. You own a flower shop. We will still help you find a way to get that mortgage. It could be using your bank statements to qualify you. And then we also work with investors that just want to flip homes. They want to get into transaction, close in 7 days, and we provide the funds for the investors so they can buy, fix, and flip and make that profit.
That's great. That's great. And do you have certain credit requirements for them as well?
For the fix and flippers, they need to be up there. They need to have at least 700 credit score.
Because most of the time, you hear these people say, oh, we don't care about your credit, we don't care about this, we don't care about that. And, it's not that true.
It's not that true, no.
You have to do that. Plus, people want experience.
Yeah, we want to see that you've done a couple of homes already, or maybe at least one. And then we're more comfortable giving you that money. And
what do you see now that Rudy was talking about softening perhaps in some home prices? Or, even that could include the foreclosures or the HUD homes and stuff. Are the lenders that you have becoming a little more strict on their requirements, or loaning less money, or
actually
look at that after repair value differently?
There's been a lot of talks. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they're talking about strengthening their guidelines. And guess what? That gives us other players more space to play. So you see the giants are straightening it and other people are loosening.
What do you mean by that?
So losing meaning it becomes easier for us to get a loan that is not from the big giants.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
So instead of 24 months bank statement, we only require 12. Some only require 1. So it depends on your scenario.
I'm sure a lot of people would like that,
Yeah.
especially refinancing. Now, you can also help people pull cash out of their property to buy a rental property, right?
Oh, I just completed one myself.
Oh, yourself?
Yeah, I
Good
pulled,
for you.
yeah, I pulled cash out for my own house so I can
Piggy bank, piggy bank.
yeah, put it in the bank.
Right.
I mean, rates are so low right now, under 4%. Just for me, I want to take the cash out, and when the market goes on a shopping spree, I can go use that money and go buy a couple of investment properties myself and retire sooner.
And there you go.
Wouldn't you want
have
that?
the cash flow, right? And you can also talk with Rudy's clients, and again, he was talking about the repeat business, right? You want to do that second mile so that you can get the repeat business, or you can get the referrals. And like you said, you already are doing something with the pre-underwriting, or the underwriting, not just the pre-qual and the pre-approval letters that people can walk around with.
Right.
Other stuff. And you're going to be at the Digital Marketing Summit too, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. I can't miss that.
Then you have different team members that you work with?
Yes, now, well, you know what? Rudy is one of the biggest broker we work with, because see, they do the second and the third and the fourth and the next mile service. He keeps going on. Like clients that he might have closed already, he doesn't stop there. He keeps calling them, follow up with them to see if there's anything he can help them with. Maybe rates are low right now, lower their mortgage. Maybe they need to buy an investment property. That's what Rudy's here for.
And you help them with that, I'm
And
sure,
we help
too.
them with them, yeah.
Well, and I know that when you want to close a transaction, you have to have fire insurance, right? And somebody has to have hazard insurance, and generally has to have, or not has to have, but they might have a home warranty. They might. So would those be other team members for you too?
Oh yeah, we use those services all day long.
And do you refer people to them?
All day long, all day long. We use insurance. We only use insurance companies that we know are good.
And do they refer business back to you because of that?
That's how it works.
It's a two-way street, right?
It's a two-way street.
That's what you hope it would be.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of people that I have found that they don't always work that way, and there's, I'm sure you've seen people who say you should market yourself as a real estate agent for life, or I'm your mortgage broker for life, or lender for life. And as soon as the transaction is done, they're gone, right? You don't hear from them again. You don't get a phone call. You don't get an email.
I know.
Stuff. And they're not top of mind. You're not top of mind. You might be able to give them a knife with your name engraved, or some other gift.
You know what? We've been getting phone calls from Yelp. A lot of Yelp people. They're calling me saying, "Hey, my mortgage loan officer is not calling me when the rates are lowered. Can you do the refinance for me?" I said, "Sure."
So how is it that you have the reviews on there? Do you?
By delivering first mile and second mile services.
But I mean, are you asking for the referrals, or are you asking for people to rate you, or are you getting third-party referrals or reviews, I should say?
Oh, all our reviews are 100% from our past clients.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful. And now I know Zillow's got that, Redfin's got that.
Yeah.
I bet I could find you on Zillow. I know I can find Rudy.
You can find me on Zillow, on Yelp, on Google.
Yeah, that's great. What do you do as far as digital marketing is concerned yourself to reach out to other people who may not know you? Do you have a Facebook page? Do you do social media? Do you Instagram?
That's something I'm still learning from Rudy. We have a website, and we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and all the other mortgage platforms.
Hopefully you can learn from me too.
And I'm learning from Julie every day. I listen to your shows.
Oh, good. Thanks, and I hope to have you back more, and we can work together, for some of the other stuff and sponsorship. Because I could talk to a whole lot of different people. I could talk to a whole lot of agents and stuff, but I think that Rudy's got a specific model, and that I have a network of experts in just about every arena, whether it's mortgage or insurance, life insurance, that kind of thing. But kind of limit it to two or three, something like that. So, because I don't want to dilute the value of anybody. It's like, if I believe in you, I'm going to believe in you, and we're going to work together and do this stuff and have these different platforms to work and stuff. So, tell us a little bit more about what you think might be happening in the next I don't know if we have to take a little break first. When we come back, I want
Okay.
to talk a little bit more about the future of the market.
Great.
This is Julie Talks Money on KCAA. And thank you for joining us. We're on Julie Talks Money on KCAA Radio, and I'm here in the studio with Benson Pang, mortgage broker extraordinaire, and Rudy Kusuma, your home sold guaranteed. Hey guys, we've been talking about the Digital Marketing Summit, which is coming up, which is basically how to use digital in a whole other way, including radio, to build your business, and the 3 R's, right? What were those again, Rudy?
The number of 5-star reviews, the number of repeat business, and the number of referrals that's coming to your business.
Okay, right, and referrals are so powerful. And during the break, Benson and I were talking about how you don't want to dilute the power of. I guess you could say social media kind of dilutes it, because you can have the Yelp, you can go and look at the reviews and stuff, but if you actually have somebody tell you, who's a team member or somebody who is one of your referral network, right, who's the expert saying, these people have the first mile service, right, they got 5 stars, but you should really talk to Benson, because that's more powerful. Or you can say, I know this insurance guy and he'll really come through. Is that a fair statement, that you'd rather that somebody talks to you? You're going to refer them to somebody that you know who's good, right?
Yeah, actually, yesterday someone asked me, hey, did you try to see if someone asked me if to refer a contractor, right? And then she's like, hey, did you try to see if there's any other contractor that can give you a better price? I said, no, it's actually referred to me by someone I know, and when it's referred to me, I don't even go on Yelp and look at them. I just go with what they referred and their words, and just go straight to the guy. I don't even ask the price. I just say, hey, do the job for me. I heard you'd get it done, and you'll get it done.
Well, that's when you value who's telling you the referral.
Oh,
right?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, contractors, that's a huge one. I mean, people are asking for that all the time, right?
All day long.
And I'll bet, too, with you, Rudy, you got a bunch of people who are looking for that when they're wanting to buy a property that needs a little repair.
Yeah, so at the summit, Julie, I'll be sharing about, in our company, we don't believe having a past clients. Think about it. If your business is full, it's just clients. All right?
That's
it's just a client.
It's
So the way we teach, the way in our company, Juliet, your home sold guaranteed realty, imagine there's 2 circles here. There's the clients, there's the number C, and then there's another circle here on the other end is D, stand for death. Right? So it's a clients for life. We are here to serve you. So each one of the team members in our company, we know we are here to serve you and your family. So the first customer is actually the employees, the team members that work in our company. So we cannot deliver a 5-star service to the customer, to the outside world, if the inside people are not happy. So the first clients, the number 1 customers, is our internal clients, which is the people that work in that business. So at that summit, I'll be sharing with them, it's called about the lifetime value of a client. Because if you really understand that it is a client, there is no such thing as a past clients. It is a client, and you and I, we are here to serve them. And what you created through this digital marketing summit is that now you 10x this you embrace, you bring in all the other businesses in the area. And what if my clients that bought homes from me 2 years ago, right now they're buying a second home, a rental properties, and naturally they're going to need a roofer. Naturally they're going to need a flowers. Naturally they're going to need an insurance. Right? It's a natural progression. Correct. So we need to understand that what you do together through the power of radio and the digital marketing and the digital marketing summit is to empower each small businesses that in today's information age, if you want to be successful, you have to think of clients as a lifetime value of a client, and together, when we partnering up together, then that's how we're gonna help each other. And at the end of the day, the boss is the clients, because the clients can fire you and I at any time by simply spending the money anywhere else. That's what Walt Disney said.
Really? When he was doing Disney World? Or
yes, Walt Disney said that the customer is the boss, and the customer can fire you and I at any time by simply spending the money somewhere else. So that's the reason why we cannot think of a client as a past client. If you want to grow your business in today's information age, you have to think it is a client. And that's why the Digital Marketing Summit is so powerful, is because it's all about collaboration. Imagine in my database now, I have about 52,000 clients that I serve buying and selling homes. And they are looking for mortgage, for example, to refinance. They are looking for an insurance agent. They're looking for a roofer. They're looking for... So what did Benson say just now about the trust level? They already trust us. They already do business with us. They already have multiple transactions with us, right? So this is the power of the... It's beyond Chamber of Commerce, because Chamber of Commerce is people doing business together, but the trust level is not there yet. I'm talking about the clients.
Business, right?
Yes, right now we are talking about giving you access to the people that trust us, do business with us.
And you also trust them because you've done business with them and you know that they have performed.
Yes, and this is why if we understand the value of a client, man, you're gonna 10x your business in today's business, because you are going beyond an order takers, right? You're talking about competing with companies like Amazon. Amazon did such a good job because of speed, right? But there is the relationship is not there yet. So now we as a small businesses, we gotta understand, we gotta value our clients as a clients, and we gotta figure out like what is it that the clients are looking for. So people don't just buy and sell a house because they need a house. Right. For me, they don't need a house. So they already have a house. When they're buying a house, it's a lifestyle change. Absolutely. So in the lifestyle change, it comes with jewelry store, for example. Right? Jewelry store, furniture store, flowers, and all.
Windows,
yes,
cleaners,
people are
landscapers,
not, yes,
everything.
Yes. So we gotta think beyond. So that's so that's why I'm excited about this Digital Marketing Summit. Is because we actually really focusing on the clients.
You know, I know some people, I have some friends who are attorneys, and they say the same kind of thing. You know, it's like the client is always a client. They come back, they do the referrals, and that is always much more valuable than somebody who's just, you know, it's good to have somebody who calls you out of the yellow pages. But somebody says, oh, I was referred by so-and-so, then they trust you because of that power of the third-party referral. Yes. And again, if you're interested in attending this Digital Marketing Summit and learning more about it and listening to Rudy and me talk about, and Benson, how you can create this team, and I love that concept that your first team is really the people who are within your business. If you don't enroll them, that's great. Definitely call Rudy's office at 626-789-0159. Can they talk to anybody, or do they talk to new? Or
yes, anybody will be able to help.
Yeah, and it's free, so just reserve your spot, 626-789-0159. It's going to be at the office of your home sold guaranteed in Rosemead. Call and reserve your spot. We'd love to see you there because there's so much more to talk about this. It's not going to be long. It's going to be 2.5 hours or so, something like that, with a couple of different speakers. But, you know, my producer Ken and I were talking for, 20, 30 years ago when Walmart came around. People were like, oh my God, this is terrible. It's a big boy on the block, right? And it basically did kill a lot of downtowns and businesses because people would drive out to Walmart. They don't have to do that anymore, but along has come Amazon saying, we'll bring it to you, right?
Yeah.
But by the same token, they cannot provide the personalized service that even a Walmart would, you know, because they don't have people that you're interacting with, you know, they don't have cashiers, they don't have somebody who can walk into the store and feel and touch it like a local business can, as well as somebody who can do some kind of an extra mile thing. And we're going to be talking about event planners too, because that's a huge thing. They create business for so many people, right?
Yes.
You have to have so many things.
To be successful in today's information age, we gotta really focus on customization, because if you are just simply taking an order, no matter what business you are in, real estate, mortgage, even lawyers now is under, basically the machine is going to replace. I mean, you got to really, if what you do, if the machine can do what you do, you really have to be careful because you will be obsolete.
That's true. Now, I don't think that people can really automate things in mortgage, can they, Benson?
You know, I know Rocket Mortgage and other Loan Depot. They try to automate it, but no, everyone has their very unique situation. So you always have to talk to someone like a mortgage broker to really get that help.
Yeah, I always love that when people say, "What kind of rate can I get?" You know, what's the biggest answer? It depends.
It depends.
I know.
I love that answer.
Yeah, there's so many different factors that go into it. So you really need a specialist.
You need a specialist when it comes to mortgage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you have, like you said, you've got a group of people, so you could probably make it a lot more painless or a seamless experience.
Yeah, in my company we have multiple people serving you as a consumer, and so you're always getting the updates that you need, and you're going to close on time for sure.
What's the average closing number of days right now? If you're not talking about the 7-day for a flip.
Well, 7 day for a flip, or 17 to 21 days on a regular purchase.
Really? Well, what happened to the 30 days? You guys can do it that fast?
I mean, 30 days was back in the day when you have to fax and mail documents.
Well, and I know that even 4 years ago, people were saying, 45 days, it would better lock their rate, it'd be, something that's different. So everything has gotten faster and faster in that world too. A
lot faster. And what we do is we educate the clients up front, so then we can get them ready to buy a house in 17 to 21 days. Imagine you're a first-time buyer. That's a short period of time. 2-3 weeks is a very short period of time. You want to do your homework beforehand.
We'll have to do some other things that are classes, to educate some people. Because I've done that, and I'd love to have you come doing that. Again, if you want to join the Digital Marketing Summit, call 626-789-0159. Make your reservation and come join us. And that is Wednesday, I believe, August the 16th. Friday, August the 16th at 9 a.m. In Rosemead. That'd be good if you join us. And just wanted to end a little bit here with what do you think is going to happen? I don't want to say a crystal ball kind of thing. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and hold that on for another show, because we're going to have to close this out. This has been Julie Talks Money, Benson Pang, Rudy Kusuma. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you guys at the Digital Summit on August 16th. And for you guys who are listening out there, I hope you'll come back and listen next Saturday, but you can also listen to KCAAradio.com or on the web or podcast or Spreaker or YouTube. See you next week.